Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. My name is Diane and I do collage, I do mixed media, junk journaling, just all sorts of things like that. And I just recently finished this first little journal that I've been working in. It is the size of a field notes. It is a little log and jotter journal. I will put a link to log and jotter on the side, but I have been doing just a small collage in this little notebook, one for each day. I've been trying to do one for each day. I have not been doing one for each day. There are some times when I just don't have the time. I just don't feel like it. I am still working on making this be part of my creative daily practice. And so there are times when I have stumbled and I just have not gotten any pages done. I'm not sure actually if I've done any pages this past week. So that's okay. I am still working in it, and each day, whenever I feel like it, I am doing my best to do a little page in here. So I did just get it finished. I have been keeping it in this little pocket Midori Traveler's Notebook cover that I've had forever. I do have a little, one of the little folders in here. I haven't been keeping anything in it because I pretty much work on this here at home. I have a little pile of scraps on my work area that a lot of times I work on to do the pages in this. If I am going to take it out with me, I have a little Ziploc bag, a zip pouch that I carry with me when I do art on the go, and I have different supplies in it. So I really don't keep anything in here. It's just what was in here, and so I left it. But I have been using these little log and jotter notebooks. I do have a subscription. I've had a subscription forever. I love them. They mail you a different one each month. This is not a paid endorsement, anything like that whatsoever. I just have oodles and oodles of these. I've been treasuring them and collecting them and not working in them. And so whenever I wanted to start doing something daily and something small, I knew that this would be the best place for me to do that, is in these little journals, since I have so many of them. So I did just recently start a new one. It's right here, and I have been doing pages in it, but with Log and Jotter, it's a subscription service. It's $5 a journal. You can choose what kind of paper you have in it. They have plain, dot grid, or the square grid. I get the dot grid, and it's just fun to get a new little booklet each month. I probably look like I've gotten winning today if you go over there and look at my little buffet and see how many of these I have. So I'm stumbling for words. And this one there are a couple of pages where I went over and did 2 pages for the one day, and I'm okay with that because that'll kind of help me also just kind of start using up these journals if I do have some of these that go over a couple pages. And this one I don't, but it's pretty much just whatever I've kind of found on my space. Like I said, I have a little pile of just scraps and papers that I keep whenever I'm working on other projects, and I just kind of tuck them there. And it's one of my little first places that I go to whenever I'm working in this. And so a lot of this that's in here are created, a lot of the pages are created from just bits and pieces and scraps that I have saved, collected. A lot of them, this is silly, but they're ones that I picked up off of my floor during my cleanup whenever I was doing my big reorganization of all that space back there. I'm still working on reorganizing things in here. I had to do a big pause with that. I still have my closet to do and things like that, so that had to pause. But while I was doing that, I did create quite a mess in here, and there were bits and pieces of paper and scraps on the floor. I've actually, the past day or so, I've been picking these up in random places, and so I will use these to create a page. It's just fun, it's challenging to use just bits of scraps that are gonna make their way into the trash. Whenever I did first start this project, I initially tried to do this, let's see, my first day was July 16th, 2021, and I only made it a few days as far as working in this daily, and then just fizzled out and didn't try to do that whatsoever again. So at the beginning of this year, I thought that it would be nice to try to start doing this again daily. So these first few pages that you'll see when I start flipping through, they are actually from whenever I was doing this originally back in 2021. That one's kind of bent. So it looks like these pages here are the first ones. So anything before that, just a few before that, are ones that I had started back then. I have been having fun just kind of putting a little front here, a little title page. And actually, before I videoed this, whenever I got up this morning, this was the first thing that I was going to do. And I was looking at this and got it in my head that I needed to put something in the back because I had a front, and so I wanted a back. And so I actually have been spending time this morning going on and on about what to put in this back spot. I tried to do something with a lot of layers and everything, and it just wasn't working. And I thought, you know, I just want something simple. And so I grabbed one of my little vellum flower stickers and put it on there, and I had found these words, clipped them out of my big drawer that I have that's full of clipped out words and phrases. And I just thought that this would be good, a good thing to put, because this is the end of one journal, but we are moving forward into the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and I will turn you around, and I'm not going to talk while doing this. I'm just going to flip through. If you have any questions, please ask. I do have a few videos making a couple of these. Well, there's a few. So I will also put links to the videos that I have where I have shared videos of me creating the pages in here. So if you have any questions, please ask. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. If you are trying to do something like this, or if you are doing some sort of a daily creative practice, I would love to hear about it. Love to hear what you're doing and how it's working for you, what you do when you're feeling like you don't want to do anything, like I did this week. And honestly, I can tell you that the reason why is I didn't make it a priority. I know that I had time to work in this. I know I had time to work in this, and I just chose not to. So I need to flip that around, and on those days when I know that I have the time, I need to go ahead and work in this, because a lot of these are just really, I just kind of put them together really quickly. I try not to think about it, and I always feel so much better after I do it. So I'm not sure why I'm making it such a struggle. So I would love to hear how it's going with you, and thanks again, and I will turn you around and we'll get started.